everybody, it's Ben in Beta, and today I have an update video for you on my 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. It's been about 6 months now since I picked this truck up, and I've documented lots of different things that I like and don't like, but I thought I'd give just an update on where I'm at, gas mileage, and some changes that we've made to the truck just recently, as well as what's going to happen in the next month or so. So you might be able to tell that there's something missing from my truck right now, and that would be my tent. So here is the 4x4 Colorado Alto Mini. It is currently off the truck, and the reason for that is I'm headed back to my hometown for about the next month. I'm not going to be doing any overlanding in that time, and it's about 1,100 miles to get back home. So I just figured I'd take the tent off because it was pretty easy to do and make some adjustments that I want to make for the fall anyway when I get back for camping. Here's what we did. Number one, tent came off. And then the next change you might notice is I've decided to go to the Midheight and the Kuat rack. Just because I don't really need it to be at full height, this is probably going to be a little bit better for gas mileage. And we're actually going to try to use this in the Midheight configuration in the fall and winter as well. So that's another big change. We may go with the risers. I think with the risers, I'll get just maybe enough to clear the cameras. But if I don't clear the cameras, I'll still be able to see out the back. And we'll be making even more changes to the Kuat rack to show you how configurable it is coming in October when I get back from my trip. One thing that this allows me to do is show you the gas mileage for the last 3,600 miles or so at elevation in Colorado with the tent and everything on for the majority of the time. And then also show you what the gas mileage is going to be as I take this much longer trip. And I'll be putting on at least another 2,500 miles in this trip that I'm going to be doing going back home and coming back to Colorado. I'm excited to be able to basically give you the difference between what it's like to live at elevation with a camping setup and then what it's like to live not at elevation, and be able to show you what the difference of gas mileage is and that kind of thing. So let's check that out first. I'm going to reset it here. I have about a week to go before I leave. In fact, exactly a week. I'll be leaving a week from today. So here's where we are so far with my gas mileage. If you remember back to March, when I first got the truck, before I put the tent on, I was getting 17.8 miles per gallon. And then basically since I've had the tent on, I've also got 17.8 miles per gallon. There's more miles from the highway and overlanding and things like that. But as far as every day goes, I don't drive the truck every day. And when I do, it's usually just a few miles at a time, like 5 to 6 max. So that's part of the reason why my gas mileage probably isn't amazing, but I'm going to be interested to see what this is going to be like. So it's 17.8 before the trip. And now we also have the tent off, which is taking basically about 250 pounds off the back of the truck. So let's go ahead and clear the data here. And now we'll get to see what it's like with the rack off for the next week. I won't be taking too many trips around here, but that should give us a little bit of an idea of what it's like. And then also the trip mileage from now until I get back, and then just being able to see what the difference is between lower elevation with less hills and things like that. So a couple other updates, and again, I told you I was about 3,600 miles. That's where I'm at right now. And you can see that I'm still missing my tire pressures. I still have to manually go back over to the left-hand side to bring them back. And supposedly there's a software update coming this fall. Hopefully that'll fix some of that. We'll see. Another issue that I've talked quite a bit about is my phone. Originally I had a Pixel 8 and I replaced that with another Pixel 8 because I thought there was issues with the Bluetooth, but that didn't really fix any of the problems I was having with the Toyota system. I also had my neighbor run his iPhone for a little bit and it mostly worked that day, but we did have some issues with the maps kind of just stopping and forgetting themselves. So again, I'm not 100% sure if it's this unit that's having a problem or if it's a phone connection in Android or something like that, but I just got the Pixel 9 Pro. I have not hooked it up yet, so I'm gonna do that right now so you can also see what that is like. And then we'll see if this stays better connected both wirelessly and wired going forward. Let's see if I can get it all connected up here in settings. So Bluetooth and devices. Let's search for devices. So we've got beta truck here. Okay, there we go. Pair. Okay, and let's go ahead and start Android Auto. Allow access, yes. All right, we can see that it did pair up okay without a problem, which is great. We'll see if this works better or not. Obviously, there's a new chipset in that Pixel phone. I'm hoping that that does solve the problem. If it continues to have problems, at some point I'm gonna see if Toyota will replace this unit and maybe that'll fix my problem. I've seen that other people with iPhones are also having problems too sometimes, so who knows what the issues might be. But I will report on that as we do our trip as well, because I've had it disconnect quite a bit in the past. And I've also had issues with it even wired where it just kind of stops working. So we'll see how that goes. Some people have suggested that I need to get a different cable. I'm pretty sure this is one of the cables that is sort of certified on Google's big spreadsheet, but I could always just use the cable that came with my phone and see how that goes too. I do like this one though, because it is at a right angle and it makes it a little bit easier to plug in. Beyond all that, for the last 6 months, the truck has been fantastic. I've taken it a ton of places. It's gone everywhere I've asked it to. I've had no major issues. I have had an issue with the tailgate not wanting to come down. That could be a lot of different things, but I just have to pull on it a little bit right now, and it does work in that case. And after 6 months and 3,600 miles, I just haven't had too many issues. So I'd still definitely recommend this truck to anybody who's looking for a mid-sized truck. I'm really happy with it. I may have also been really happy with some of the other trucks that are out in the market, but I'm really happy that I purchased this one, and so far it's been solid. If I can get an oil sample sent in, I will try to do that as well, just to try to check out and see if there's any metal in the oil or anything like that, which might indicate that there could be a problem with the engine in the future, because people are very concerned about that. So if you found this video at all helpful, please hit that like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Share this video with anybody who might be interested in the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. But again, I'm always curious what questions you have about the 2024 Toyota Tacoma that I can answer for you or make a video about as well. So let me know in the comments what questions you have, or if you have a 2024 Toyota Tacoma, what your experience has been so far. After our last overlanding trip and their first overlanding trip, our neighbors have decided to purchase the new 4Runner. So they'll have that early next year, and I should be able to do a review and kind of walk around of that vehicle too, which will be pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, live your life in beta, and we'll see you next time.